October 22, 2013. A young woman named Colleen Ritzer was raped and murdered in Massachusetts. The young woman was a 24-year-old math teacher. Ritzer was described as a woman who inspired many with her heart, intellect, and positive spirit. Her friends and family remember her as an energetic and compassionate person. Colleen Ritzer was a bright, friendly, and well-liked math teacher at Danvers High School in Danvers, Massachusetts. On October 22, 2013, Colleen stayed after school, as she often did, to offer extra help to any students that may have needed it. 14-year-old Philip Chism was one of these students. He had just moved to the area from Tennessee and was very quiet and shy. But when Colleen tried to ask him about his move, he grew upset and she changed the subject. On the morning of October 22, the newly installed security cameras at Danvers High School captured 14-year-old Chism arriving at school with bags in his hands. The bags that Chism left in the locker were filled with a switchblade, a mask, gloves, and clothing. On the same day, around 14:54, mathematics teacher Ritzer was seen leaving class and heading to the women's restroom. Meanwhile, Chism was watching her in the corridor. Chism then entered a classroom, pulled up his hood, and continued to follow her. Philip, wearing gloves, followed his teacher into the same restroom. Chism, who robbed Ritzer of her credit cards, phone, and underwear, then began to rape his teacher. After that, with the switchblade in his hand, he stabbed Ritzer in the neck 16 times. Meanwhile, a female student who entered the restroom, upon seeing clothes on the floor and someone half naked, left the area, thinking that someone had changed their clothes. Chism was seen with a number of different outfits during the crime. At 15:07, Chism left the restroom and, wearing his hood, went to the school's parking lot. The killer, who was understood to have changed his clothes there, returned to the school 2 minutes later in a different white t-shirt. Later, Chism was seen entering a classroom wearing another red hoodie. At 15:16, Chism returned to the restroom where he had committed the murder, put his white t-shirt back on, and after putting a mask on his face, he placed his murdered teacher into a wheeled trash can and began moving her. Chism took the trash can to a wooded area located outside the school, where he raped the lifeless body of his teacher once again. The cameras then recorded Chism walking back to school in a black shirt and jeans. When neither Chism nor Ritzer was found after school, a missing persons report was filed for both. After speaking with students and school officials, police discovered blood in the restroom. Inside the crime scene, they found Ritzer's bag, a bloodied trash can, and Ritzer's blood-stained clothes. At around 11:45 p.m. in the evening, the school's security camera system was reviewed. Chism immediately became a suspect. Meanwhile, he had used Ritzer's stolen credit card to buy himself a movie ticket. Later that night, while walking along a dark highway, Chism was spotted by a police patrol. He was found carrying Ritzer's credit card and driver's license. Upon searching his bag in detail, officers discovered Ritzer's wallet and underwear, along with a box cutter, its blade still stained with dried blood. According to court records, when asked whose blood was on the box cutter, Chism responded, "It's the girl's." When asked where the girl was, he coldly replied that she was buried in the wooded area. At around 3 a.m., police officers found Ritzer's blood-soaked, half-naked body covered with leaves. Philip Chism was tried for murder and rape. In February 2016, he was sentenced as an adult to a minimum of 40 years in prison. In court, Chism's lawyers had said he should be acquitted of the rape in the woods, arguing Ritzer was already dead by then. Prosecutors, however, had said Chism did not deliver the fatal stab wounds to her neck until he brought her outside. Despite his defense team arguing he was psychotic, Philip was found guilty of the murder of Colleen Ritzer and sentenced to 40 to 60 years with the possibility of parole in early 2016. What do you think? Did Philip Chism plan this murder, or did he do it because of his psychological problems?